All right, welcome back to 2 Minute Tuesdays. Hope everyone's got a good start to the week. Today's question comes from Cassie, and she asks, what's the best type of breakfast to have for breakfast every day? So let's put 2 minutes on the clock, and I think we can nail this one out pretty quick. All right, so breakfast, the fact that it is the most important meal of the day, I'm sure you've heard that before. There's a lot of truth to it. A lot of people say that they're not all that hungry for breakfast. Now, this is what science has shown us is that this is more of a learnt trait. People get in the habit of not having a good nutritious breakfast, whether because they're rushed or they find they're doing too many things in the morning, they just don't have time. So not having breakfast, considering the last time you probably ate was 8 to 12 hours beforehand, you should be famished. So what we do know through research is that the people who generally don't feel hungry, it's a learnt trait. It's something that should slowly be titrated around, slowly incorporating more food at breakfast as early as possible. So that being said, let's move on. Now, the problem with most breakfasts these days is it's carbs and sugar. Now, carbs and sugar for breakfast, the reason why it's there, besides the whole marketing thing and behind conglomerates and all that sort of stuff, is carbs give you energy fast. Now, this is a problem because you get hungry very soon again afterwards. Now, what a lot of the research is showing us is that more protein and more fats for breakfast will not only keep us more satisfied and we won't need to eat again as soon, but also will help improve our cognition. So our mental alertness, our ability to do tasks more efficiently. And it's also better just for our immune system. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that the first 30 grams of protein you consume in a day goes directly to the immune system. So if you're training, forget about replenishing protein stores and making you more protein sparing. The first 30 grams goes to the immune system just to keep you alive. So keep that in fact, you want to get that in as early as possible. So Polican, give credit where credit is due, Polican's had this protein meat and nut breakfast for years now. A lot of people go, well, meat and nut breakfast, Jesus, like, you don't have to start with heavy meats. Think about things like you could have eggs and salmon with a handful of almonds, lighter meats, turkey and chicken. Now, the premise behind the meat and nut breakfast is you're getting that 30 grams of protein in early in the day, fuel the immune system. Protein's very satiating, it'll keep you full for longer. And having the handful of nuts or some fats will improve cognition, and also fat's very satiating, keep you full for longer. Yes, fat's calorie dense, but if you're eating good quality fats, not only are they keeping you fuller for longer, so you're not snacking in between, but you're improving your alertness, your cognition, your ability to problem solve a lot more efficiently than eating carbs. Now, there is a lot of research at the moment looking into ADD and ADHD, and it's been shown that it's not so much it's not a Ritalin deficiency because the body doesn't produce Ritalin. But what it is showing that it's a protein or amino acid deficiency. Now, this makes sense considering most kids fill up in the morning on bread and jams and cereal, which is just sugar. And the last time they may have had any protein may have been at dinner. So they're having a lot of trouble with cognition, being able to concentrate, etc. So one of the best pieces of advice I can give to parents is if your child is having trouble with cognition, so staying alert, staying focused, etc., stuff that could be associated with ADD, ADHD, or behavioral psychology stuff, look at incorporating more protein and fats in breakfast. So these are just my opinions, of course, and of course they're opinions shared by many, and there's a lot of good science out there. Once again, take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you're not going to stick to it anyway, are you? So I hope this has helped. I'm just trying to give the information that I know, the stuff that I implement on a day-by-day basis with my clients, myself, the stuff that I read in peer-reviewed research, the stuff that I learn from my peers myself. So I hope this has helped. I hope you got a lot out of this. If you're enjoying the content, please give it a thumbs up and like the page and share with someone who you feel might get a lot out of this. So 2 Minute Tuesdays, get your proteins and fats in the morning as early as possible. They help you with cognition and your immune system and staying healthy. We'll see you next week. Thank you.